Hello, my name is Charles Davis. I want to welcome you to my channel. This video is going to be how living in the Philippines changes your perspective and why you should consider it. Welcome. I want to welcome you to my channel. I've been living in the Philippines now over 2 years. I moved here December of 2nd of 2022, and I was glad I did. But the longer I live here, my perspective is changing, or is this becoming validated why it was good to move here? When I left, I am from Chicago and Milwaukee. The recent events in America has highlighted some things that I've always suspected, and most people don't even know because you get a high level view of what's happening in those cities. In Chicago, for instance, the mayor has rebelled against the public and is standing for it being a safe city for immigrants. It has always been a problem. That is not new. It has always been a problem, and the African American community has been the one that has suffered the most. Give you an example. They complain about the immigrants. The illegal immigrants moved into Chicago and they got a foothold. They now control the auto repair industry and they control the construction industry. Here's an example. In Chicago, one of the thefts was they would go out there and cut the catalytic converter off of your car and then take it to the recycling center and get paid $40, $50 for it. They eliminated that. The thieves, the drug dealers, which were fueled by the immigrants coming into the city, the illegal ones. I'm gonna get into that. So the city said that the waste management companies could no longer accept catalytic converters from individuals. However, they did say that they could accept them from businesses which had a legal access to the converters to recycle them. That was the Latino community because they're rebuilding engines and cars. And so when one of them comes in and gets an economic foothold, he's hiring the illegals that then filter into the city. And so we were able to take these catalytic converters to the auto repair shops owned by Latinos, and they would buy the catalytic converters at a reduced price and then put them all together with all the recycling material that they were taking to the metal recycling shop. That is one situation where the African American community in Chicago was being displaced. Your next chapter is in the construction industry. They've come in and now they dominate that industry. When you see roofing repairs, you look up on the roof, you see a bunch of immigrants who have come in here. They're being subsidized by their families and friends, and they come in here and they make a lot of money putting roofs on houses. And some of them are being hired by legitimate businesses, but paying them less because they're immigrants and they're there illegally. These are the type of things that are going on just in Chicago. But more importantly, we have always suspected how was fentanyl getting into the city. See, these are the things that are coming out that are being brought out now that Trump is in office. It's like, wait a minute. We've let the immigrants come in, but they're bringing in an undesirable circumstance. Fentanyl in America is causing deaths on a daily basis by the thousands. It originally started with heroin coming in through the border. Then China started importing fentanyl because fentanyl was a medically prescribed drug for cancer. That's how this all started. But then once what happened is doctors were prescribing fentanyl for cancer patients in their later stages for pain. And when they died, there were prescriptions of fentanyl laying around the house. And so they started selling them to drug dealers who mixed it with and cut it, and it became a street drug. And then it progressed so bad that they started monitoring it. And what happened is down in Florida, when doctors were fixing to go into retirement, they would go down to Florida, open up a shop, and get connected and be able to prescribe fentanyl to people on Medicare. And the people on Medicare, the drug dealers had already set up deals with them to take them to the doctor, get the prescription, take them to get the prescription filled, and pay them $800 for the prescription. I know this for a fact. I'm a recovering drug addict. A friend of mine died from that stuff. He went down to Florida on Medicare, got himself together, but then the drug dealers start saying, well, hey, you can make some extra money. Just go over here to the doctor for me and get this stuff done. And he was doing it. These are the side effects of the immigrants coming into the country and the underbelly of America that people don't know anything about. Anything. The next thing that was really disturbing is there is a adversarial atmosphere between men and women. This is coming out. If you're hearing out in DEI, the LGBTQ community, that has become adversarial because even the gay community has said it has gone too far with this transgenderism. And the men and the women in America feel that it's being pushed down their throat. My dad always told me two things: never push a person till they have enough. And second of all, never mess with a person that has nothing to lose. He said, don't ever do that. Realize the immigrants that have snuck into the country live a better life in the prison than they do if they are sent back to their home country. So it's to their benefit to get arrested and get put in a prison where they have three hots and a cot. They can't lose. They had nothing to lose by coming in, nothing. And so now, as I see, I've left Chicago. That was Democrat. I was in Milwaukee. That's Republican. And they're having their issues too. Those issues have to do with sex trafficking. That's a big issue. Even here in the Philippines, people are being hired for jobs and they get to a foreign country only to find out they've been sex trafficked. That's happening in Milwaukee. Women will disappear off the street and never be seen again. While I was in Milwaukee, there was an Asian woman. They raped and beat her to death. These are the things, reasons why I left America. And by being here in the Philippines, became a better idea because I did not exposed to that. As a senior, you become a target if you're in the wrong neighborhood. Fortunately, I lived on the outskirts of Milwaukee. Living here in the Philippines, I'm in a gated community that I could never afford in America. It was just not possible. Even though I still work here in the Philippines, Doing consulting jobs, my income from America will support me sufficiently. And while I'm at it, if you're liking this content, I'd like for you to leave some comments below. Let me know what you want me to cover. And also, I want to let you know I finally have a program that will teach you how to develop an online income so you will not be stuck anywhere in the world. If you can get to the internet, they are printing money over on TikTok. I've researched it and I've got some videos coming out on that on my other channel, Your Digital Marketing Business, on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Click like and click share. And I'm going to keep coming with more videos. I'm fixing to get very active and start making more content. Thank you.